It looks like after 7 years of working together, NASCAR is done with Eldora. Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Jack Krause and welcome back to another episode of Inside Lines. Hope you guys are having a good night. Before we get into this show, of course, if you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content for weekly racing episodes of not only just Inside Lines, but other also original content I'm working on later in the off season. That's later. Let's focus on tonight's show. One story to talk about, and it's of course talking about NASCAR and Eldora. Since 2013, NASCAR has been racing at Eldora for its Truck Series division with the Summer Classic, and then later on known as the Eldora Dirt Derby. Well, it looks like that tradition will be coming to an end. Eldora has announced and officially confirmed that it will not be part of the Camping World Truck Series schedule in 2021. Now, Eldora Speedway put out a letter to its ticket holders regarding the announcement. They said, quote, Eldora Speedway will not be hosting a NASCAR Camping World Truck Series event in 2021. Both Eldora Speedway and the communities our racetrack calls home are extremely proud of the collective effort we put into making NASCAR's return to dirt a success. It was a truly collaborative endeavor between Eldora, NASCAR, the teams, and Fox Sports that brought dirt racing back to NASCAR for the first time in almost 43 years. We had a great 7-year run that ushered in many firsts for NASCAR, namely heat races, last chance qualifiers, 4 wide salutes, and stage racing. Rising stars and dirt racing specialists ensured we never had a repeat winner, and that all winners came from various racing backgrounds, from dirt and asphalt to open wheel and stock cars. However, none of it would have been possible without you, our great race fans, and your continued support for this one-of-a-kind event. Our 2021 calendar will be announced soon, and Eldora is doubling down on its reputation as home of the biggest dirt races in the world. So yeah, I want to talk about the little piece there where he said the different winners and the many firsts that they had in the 7-year history of this event. I remember many moments top of my head. Austin Dillon won the inaugural Mud Summer Classic, it was back then. I also remember Norm Benning, I think he was driving the 57 truck at the time, and how he was everyone's favorite driver, him fighting to make it into the race in the last chance qualifier, and then having people from various teams in the garage helping him out by giving him parts and new tires and things like that to help him compete in the event. I also remember Bubba Wallace, I think in 2014, he won at Eldora, meaning he can drive, people. All right, I just want to let y'all know he can drive. I'm pretty sure he beat Kyle Larson to win that race, so the man can clearly drive. I also remember, I think it was Ben Rhodes and Grant Enfinger that battled side by side to the finish. I think that was in 2018, and Stuart Friesen winning the last race at Eldora, which I think, let's be honest, 2019. I don't want to say it killed the event, but let's just say it hurt its reputation because that 2019 race was atrocious. Only 2 leaders. I think Briscoe led 93 laps, and then Stuart Friesen led the last 45. Nearly 50% of the race was under caution. I think 45.3%, and only 6.3 laps was the average run for a green flag run. So 2019 didn't help its case, I feel like, but it does still suck to see Eldora leave the NASCAR schedule because I felt like that the trucks at Eldora is like a marquee event, a one-of-a-kind event that, you know, if you weren't going to watch the Truck Series, you were going to watch at least that one. You know, it allowed the Truck Series to take over the spotlight for a weekend. Always it's been the Cup Series, always the Cup Series. It felt like with Eldora in the Truck Series, it gave that division kind of like a special feel. You know, it gives something to look forward to. So to see it lead the schedule, it does suck. But now the question is why? Why did this happen? Why did this fall apart? Well, I think, first of all, we have to understand who made the decision, because many people are saying that NASCAR chose to leave Eldora. Well, an Xfinity Series crew chief, I believe Timmy Hill, known on Twitter as, I think it's Wookie Automoto. Yeah, Wookie Automoto TV. He said that people are angry that NASCAR is over this, but I've been told that this was a track decision. And when someone responded saying that that's surprising, guess the cost to have them there was too much, Wookie responded by saying not quite. Tony wanted Cup and Xfinity. NASCAR said no. So this could have been NASCAR and Stewart rubbing heads a little bit and them just deciding, you know what, if you don't want to give me what I want, I'm not going to give you what you want. Let's just leave where it is. So that could be a possibility. Now, I know Wookie on Twitter, he's been controversial. Not many people would like to give him any form of credit or like to take anything seriously from him. But let's be honest, he's an Xfinity Series crew chief. He's in the garage. I'm pretty sure he knows a lot more than me or a casual viewer like you. So although I might not take his side, I'm going to still consider that as a possibility. So we don't know who made the call, if NASCAR wanted to leave or Stewart wanted to leave because he didn't get what they want. Because I do remember that Eldora they had pointed out that they were getting stuff ready. They were preparing for potential Xfinity and Cup eventually in the future. They made all these renovations just to get NASCAR to come here. They probably might use the Truck Series as a building platform, build off of that, and then eventually later on in the future get Xfinity and Cup to come in later on. That's a possibility. I also believe what could have made NASCAR or made this decision fall off was Tony Stewart's SRX. Remember, the Superstar Racing Experience that's debuting in the summer of 2021. The Eldora Dirt Derby usually takes place in the summer of 2021. And with the SRX being made, and they said that Eldora will be part of the schedule, I don't know, maybe, I'm not saying it's a definite, but maybe NASCAR took issue with this. Maybe they didn't like that Stewart created a whole new series, and they're going to Eldora because maybe NASCAR might have thought that they would be the big time event there. I don't know exactly why, but I'm just taking it from different viewpoints, taking from different perspectives. Maybe the SRX could have played a role. Maybe NASCAR didn't like it and they decided to leave. Maybe Stewart wanted Cup and Xfinity. NASCAR didn't want to, so Stewart might have left. Who knows what the deal is. But I think for the future of dirt racing in NASCAR, especially in trucks, is still very bright. And the reason why is this quote from Bob Pockrass. He said that trucks teams are anticipating a couple of dirt races for trucks, including one race at Bristol Dirt on the weekend. Cup is racing the Bristol Dirt. Still thinking schedule likely will come out before Thanksgiving, so next week. Now that piques my interest. A second 2 dirt races. Well, we know one is going to be at the Bristol Dirt Race. And before I jump into what could the second dirt race be, I just want to say that racing at Bristol Dirt, it's a nice addition. It looks good on paper, but I don't know. In terms of execution, I don't know if that'll exactly work because you have to understand, again, Bristol was built not for dirt. It was not. It was built for asphalt or concrete. I forgot what the track is made out of, but it's built for races not run on dirt. They only did it 2 times for the World of Outlaws in 2001 and 2002. And then they stopped after that. And I'm pretty sure there's a good reason why. I think, again, it looks good on paper. It sounds entertaining. But I think when it comes to execution, I would have much rather preferred for NASCAR to go to a racetrack that is built for dirt racing, instead of going to these hybrid tracks where you can just take something that's made out of asphalt or concrete and then make it on dirt, because that might not work when it actually comes to race time. Now, as for the second race, we don't know at the moment. I've heard people say maybe Knoxville Raceway, because that's also a very, very popular racetrack across America in terms of the dirt racing world. I saw a couple people say maybe the Charlotte dirt track or the Texas dirt track, which I don't see that happening, but yeah, sure, screw it. I mean, Eldora wasn't built for NASCAR, and they made it ready. Maybe Charlotte can build their racetrack for NASCAR. Who knows? I don't know. But it'll be interesting to see what second dirt track that NASCAR could be running at. I hope it's a real dirt track and not a hybrid track. You know, I don't want to see, like they did in Heat 4, Heat 5, make Richmond a dirt track. I don't want to see that. I want NASCAR to go to a real dirt track. But ultimately, we're just going to have to wait and find out. Again, the schedule should be released sometime next week before Thanksgiving. But yeah, that's going to conclude this episode of MDK Inside the Lines, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. But until next time, my name is Jeff Krause from MDK, and I'll see you guys next time.